Okay, so you guys finished this? Okay. So Sungmin, I'm sorry, I shouldn't call out your name. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, S. What's what you put down? What you put down for the? Maybe I will not upload it on the YouTube. Okay. Maybe I'll upload it in Africa, so that way I can collect money. Okay. 풍선만 collect 풍선. All right, so so what do you have? Number one, require. Okay, require students to use. Okay, and students what? Complain. 한 거죠, right? But however, they quickly learn. Right? learn는 여기서 배운다는 게 아니라 they realize 깨달은 거죠. They realize, they learn to appreciate, understand the benefits. Okay, the good points about the PC, right? First of all, computer helps students organize paragraphs. Okay, so first of all, why it says first of all? Why? Because he wants to talk about the other reasons why about the benefit, right? About the benefits of PC. Why is it good? Okay, it's trying to give you the first reason. That's why it says. So when it says first of all, it kind of ties to the previous sentence saying that the benefits of the personal computer, right? So that's very important. Okay, it is tied. Okay, so first of all, it can help students organize their paragraph, and then it goes it, right? What is it? It means the computer, right? So it is again connected to the previous sentence by using the pronoun. Okay, so the computer S, what is it? Permitted them to add. Okay, it allowed them to add. It permitted to add. Okay, permitted. Okay, it kind of permitted them to add topic, sentence, transition word to move a sentence. Okay, that's what you can do with the computer program. For another thing, okay, for another thing, maybe it's a second reason. Okay, for second reason that the benefits of a PC, and then students what save, right? It save a lot of time. Okay, revising, editing. So how it saved them? Now it goes into more detail, right? The computer allowed them to add, delete, rewrite. Okay, so it kind of saved them time. Okay, so so this sentence, right, kind of further elaborates on what I mean by saving time. It gives them more specific details, right? So remember how the sentence flow is always from general to specific. Okay, basically it's giving more details. Okay, it's giving more details. Okay, it explains. Okay, it develops, it supports. Okay, it clarifies. They all mean the same thing. Okay, it expand. Okay, it's giving more detail. Okay, giving you reason, giving you example. Okay, so that's what it's doing here. Okay, so you save a time, but how can you save time, right? In what way can you save time? So whenever you look at the sentence relationship, remember 5W1H, very important. Okay, every time you read sentence, okay, and you try to connect the dots. Okay, connect the one sentence to the previous sentence, connect the one sentence to the next sentence. You always look for this relationship, 5W1H. It's most important principle you should know. Okay, it's very important. If you do not know 5W1H, if you are not aware of this principle, then you're not reading, you're not doing anything. Okay, you just like looking at the word and the sentence doesn't mean anything to you. But by looking at the 5W1H, you understand the author's intention. Okay, the author has a reason to write in a certain way. Okay, that certain way is always 5W1H. Okay, it could give you an example, it could give you an analogy, right? It could give you a rhetorical question. Okay, so that all comes to play when you write an SAT essay. This 5W1H. Okay, what are the devices? Okay, so the guy is using rhetorical devices. Okay, to support his argument. Okay, and it's always 5W1H. Okay, you should know this. Okay, all right. I'll talk about more later in class, and I talk about this in class, but I did kind of say this every time, anytime. But anyway, so it also allowed them, right? What is it? It is the computer, right? So again, okay, by using the pronoun, it connects to the previous sentence, allow them to correct errors and all that stuff. So that way, it could save time, all right? In addition, okay, I don't know whether in addition, maybe in addition is another reason maybe for saving time. I think that's what it looks like, right? Okay, the computer what? Yes? Included, okay? It has a spell checker for you, so it automatically what? Checks for spelling error. So maybe you don't have to look up the dictionary. Maybe that's why you save time, okay? So here is another reason that why that you could save, in what way, okay, you can save time, right? And then finally, so finally means that maybe it's the final reason that you are able to, all right, benefits of PC, and then it says what you could print out, okay? Yeah, well, that's kind of obvious, right? And before long, okay, 이제 곧 soon students what? What? Consider personal computer their best friend. Yeah. Okay. These students, they are very, studious. 그러나 공부 열심히 하니까 너희들은 게임하기 때문에 PC is your, 롤 하기 때문에 your best friend. 그치? 얘네들은 they study very hard. They're very diligent student. Okay? So that's why they think that PC is their best friend. Maybe the reason is because of the game, but we don't know. So PC what? Proved to be okay. So if you kind of look at this, right? Even if it's a one paragraph, would you kind of see that maybe it has a sort of an introduction and body and a conclusion, right? So maybe if you say it's an introduction, maybe the first two sentence, right? Kind of first two sentence could be an introduction, and the third sentence could be a body, right? So, and then maybe the last two sentences could be like the conclusion, right? Okay. So in the body, it talks about specifically about the benefits of a PC, right? 1, 2, 3, right? So that could be, you can count them as a body, right? All right. So I asked like students, what's the main idea for this, right? And then I think most of the time, students tell me the main idea is what? And
to show the benefits.
Okay, but then some people, a lot of 90% I would say, like they look at this, they look at the title, and they said, maybe this sentence, okay. Well, I think that's okay, but I mean, if I ask, so that's why I kind of said, the first two sentences is the introduction, right? The introduction should have what? Should have thesis, right? So in that sense, we could say that maybe this is the thesis, okay? So this is a topic sentence because it talks about the benefits of the computer, right? And then it goes, what are the benefits? 1, 2, 3, okay? And here, this sentence, if you say that the PC is your best friend, then it's okay. I mean, I don't care, okay? But if you think the PC is your best friend, then why is it best friend? Okay, and the reason 1, 2, 3, that's fine. I don't care, all right? But I think that the guy meant this sentence to be the main idea, okay? And these last two sentences, we kind of count them as a conclusion. It's what they call like a final comment, right? Okay, so maybe it's besides the point. It could be besides that. Maybe it's something extra, okay? It's so good to them that you want to do something with it, okay? So a lot of times, like maybe if you write a TOEFL essay, in the conclusion, this is what you do. They call it final comment. They call it prediction. They call it call to action. They call it recommendation. Okay, so these are some of the ways that you could write a conclusion. All right, but anyway, so let me go back to here. Let me go back here, right? So if I say that this is the main idea, right? Then what the heck is this? Okay? What do you call that? Should it have a name? Now, you know that introduction, right? When you write introduction, you write thesis, right? But before the thesis, what comes? What do you call that? There's a different name, but I think most common name is hook, right? Right? So I think hook is there to kind of interest the reader, even though it's not interesting, right? I guess there's many different ways of writing a hook, right? If you kind of see like a however, okay, then for the hook statement, you write something that is contradictory, okay, to the main idea, okay. I don't think. Maybe this is a contradictory. Maybe they hate it, right? They complain, right? But then they really enjoy the benefit, something like that. So another expression for writing a hook, what they call is set the scene. I don't know what that kind of makes sense. Okay, maybe this was the background. This is how they were able to get to know the PC. So in that sense, that's the expression. They set the scene. Okay. Anyway, so we learned this. Okay. Always try to find the main idea. Here it's kind of almost written out for you. Okay, so usually you find the main idea, topic, sentence in the beginning of a paragraph. Okay, and then they always what? They go from general to specific. It gives them more details. They explain more detail. Okay, they give you reason, example. Okay, sometimes like if you look at the SAT science, right? They talk about the research studies, right? Okay, they'll give you some expert's opinion, right? Okay. So there are many ways of doing this, okay? So these are all devices that you use to write something, okay? But they all, one thing they have in common is a 5W1H, 육하원칙, okay? 5W1H, why, what, something like that. Alright, so let's come here, okay? This is to tell you that how to find the main idea and that kind of stuff. Okay, my house. Okay, I want you to quickly look at this my house paragraph. Okay, tell me which one is the main idea and how many reasons that the guy is writing or she is writing is giving you, and we'll go from there. Okay, maybe this one has a conclusion just like the previous paragraph. Okay, just very simple writing. Okay, I mean you could see that right away. So do you kind of see it? Yes? Okay. So what do you think is the main idea for this? First one, right? It says my place is a good place. Then you should go, why is it a good place? In what way is it good, right? He says for several reasons. So he has to give you several reasons, okay? So how many reasons do you see? 3, right? Number 2 says first of all, so that's the first reason. The second reason is 6, right? Second, and the third reason is sentence 10 finally, okay? And then do you kind of see the conclusion here? Like for these reasons, right? I want to buy them, something like that. So maybe this is like what I call the final comment, okay? He likes it so much, it's giving you why, telling you why, and then he goes on, he wraps up the paragraph by saying, oh, I want to buy this house, okay, someday. Alright, now let's take a look at the reason again, okay? Number 2 is a reason, right? First of all, it's in convenient location. Okay, now if you look at kind of carefully, what do you mean by convenient, okay? I guess your definition of convenient could be different from my definition of convenient, okay? So words like a convenient, okay, is what we call the kind of abstract words, okay? 추상적이라고 하지, okay? What that is something intangible, okay? Something you cannot touch, right? But it kind of gives you a feeling. You understand what it is like, but it's something that you cannot touch, right? So best example of an abstract word is love, right? You know what love is. Love is in the air, right? You understand what love is, but something you cannot touch. But money is something you can touch, right? So it's a concrete. So that's why people love money more. Love or money. Talk to your parents. 그치? Honey, I love you. No, I don't care. Just give me the money. That's why people love money, right? Because it's a concrete. You can see it, okay? Show me some dollar, right? Show me the money. So, here, remember I just talked about like the general to specific, right? Just like this another concept you should know. It goes from abstract to concrete, okay? Concrete is something touch, can see. Specific though, it means like it is a tangible, something see, you can actually touch and smell. That's what they mean by specific, okay? I'm going to go into more detail about general and specific concept, but right now I want to focus on abstract and concrete, okay? You kind of start off with the abstract idea, right? You said studying vocab is important, right? So that's kind of abstract. So words like important, importante, essential, necessary, that kind of abstract, right? It kind of tells your idea, the concept, your thinking, your opinion, right? But your emotion, right? It has to be abstract, but you gotta show. You gotta show me the money, right? You wanna love me? Show me the money, okay? This is a bad example of the 16-year-old kid. Oops, okay. But you know what they say? Money isn't everything. 그치? Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. Esther, you find it funny? Oh, he's laughing for the first time. Anyway, so it says convenient, right? And then here it says, for example. So for example is a specific. It's always a specific. So it means you need to show something. It's a show me the money time, right? Near the freeway, close to Main Street. Oh, I cannot see. Okay, that's very convenient, right? So near the freeway, you know, easy to commute, close to Main Street. You know, some people don't like living near the Main Street, right? It could be dirty and noisy. 그치? But maybe he likes it, okay? And then so my house is near the high school. My children can walk. I guess that's very convenient. Yeah, you like to walk to school, but you don't want to live right next to school. 그치? Kind of all the kids like, you know, making mess there. Anyway, and then there's a bus stop a block away from my house. Some people don't like it. Maybe pollution, but in Korea, this is very important, 그치? Your house has to be near the subway, 그치? So it's like a very convenient location, okay? The second reason is that good neighborhood. Neighborhood and neighbors, okay, it's kind of different, right? Neighborhood. So why is it neighborhood? Everyone takes care of their house. They plant flowers and shrubs, so it's very clean, beautiful area. And then it's very safe. We don't have to worry about security, okay, something like that. And then final reason is like nice neighbors, right? They talk about people friendly, they're quiet, they don't play the music late at night, something like that. Now here's what I want you to see. We know that it's got three reasons, right? So I'm gonna call this reason, whatever, that came up first, I'm gonna call that major detail, okay? I'm just calling it major detail, okay? I'm just giving it a name. Now, we know what topic sentence is, right? We know topic sentence, right? We just said number one is topic sentence, right? And then I said whatever the first thing that come out, I'm gonna call it a major detail. Now, and then it says, for example, do you see that number 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, they'll support number 2. Concur? Okay, thank you. So in that sense, I'm gonna call 3, 4, 5 what? Minor details, okay? It's just a name, okay? Just because I call it minor detail, it does not mean it's not important, okay? They are still very important. I'm just calling it a name because that way I kind of group them together. I can make it a one chunk, Okay, so I know that here I have three major details. That's what I want to know. Whenever I read a passage, I cannot remember every detail, but at least when I summarize, okay, when I summarize a paragraph, I should summarize according to the major detail. Okay, so minor detail support major detail. That's how you summarize the paragraph. Okay, so you got one major detail, and you got second major detail, and you can see that 7, 8, 9, okay, they all support number 6. Okay, so I want you to see that. Okay, I want the ability to kind of organize is very critical. Okay, so you got three major details, a lot of minor details supporting major detail. Does that kind of make sense to you? Okay, so if I may, if using my excellent artistic skill, okay, so I have here a topic sentence, right? And then I got this. I knew it. I knew I'm gonna mess up. Okay, the major detail MD number 1, right? Kind of supports, right? And then to support this major detail, I got also like a bunch of minor details. Okay, that's what it looks like. Okay, and then I got major detail number 2, and they support topic sentence, and then I got all this a bunch of minor details like 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's what it looks like. See how much artistic skill I possess, right? Right? Okay. I mean, I can make a joke about this, but I don't want to. Yeah. Anyway, so same thing with the my apartment. Okay, so you will see that it's pretty much the same thing. Okay, same thing with the good place to live. It's pretty much the same thing. Okay, off-topic sentence. Okay, this they ask you, in the grammar, the writing, right? Okay, sometimes do you need to add this? Do you need to include this, or do you need to delete them? Right? So how do I know it's off topic? How do I know it's not necessary? Okay. In order to do that, you have to know the main idea, the focus of the paragraph, the focus of each major detail, right? So let's kind of try to find this home cooking, right? It says I would rather eat at home than in a restaurant for many reasons. Okay, it's giving you the reason why he wants to eat at home, right? First of all, he says saves money to eat at home, right? Okay, so in what way can you save money? So he's giving you an example. He cut out coupons and check the food ads and find the worst price. Okay, and then another way is he also shops at discount store like here, right? And number 5 says my sister also shops at discount store. Number 5. It's kind of weird, right? I want to talk about me. I want to talk about why I save, okay? So the fact that my sister shops is not relevant, okay? Because it's about me, okay? Everything is about me saving money, okay? My sister shops at so what? So number 5 is off topic. You should not include there, okay? And then number 6 says, for another thing, I'm always able to have fresh produce with my meal. Produce가, it means like vegetables, fruits, right? Okay, that's what it means. So number 7 says, fresh vegetable, all this, something that you do not eat, yes, have more flavor than canned frozen vegetable, or maybe my children like pizza better than vegetable. Okay, so yeah, you don't want that, right? Yeah, so number 8 is off topic, okay? And then number 9 says, in addition, I can avoid all the preservatives, right? Maybe they're bad for you, okay? So that's why he likes eat at home, right? Okay. And then last of all, he said, home cooked meal is healthier in many ways. For example, I can control the amount of salt in food because I can prepare. I also trim all the fat of meat, chicken, use low fat, okay? Number 13, my neighbor down the street wants to lose weight, or she eats what the heck is this, okay? So number 13 is out the door, okay? So I know like this is how you say it, okay? Now, I'm gonna make it a little bit more difficult for you, okay? This is a page 25, okay? I want you to look at page 25. Look at this, irrelevant details, okay? Tell me which sentence you think is an irrelevant detail should be deleted, okay? So how do I find the irrelevant detail? I need to know what the main idea is. So whenever I read a paragraph, I should always come up with the main idea, okay? So can you do this? Should I give you time? Maybe I should stop the video and then we'll come back, okay? So page 25, cherry tree, irrelevant detail. Whoa, whoa.